This is a video about how to do a magic square. So a magic square is a square where all the rows and columns and diagonals add to the same sum. So we're going to look at 3 by 3 magic squares. So I have a square and it's 3 by 3, and I'm going to put numbers in this square, and the easiest one to do is make everything the same number. So for this row, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. For this row, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. And for the bottom row, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Likewise, for all the columns, 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. So now on the diagonals, 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3, and 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. So this will make a magic square. Now, it's really easy if the magic square, you have all the same numbers. But when you have different numbers, then we have to go through and figure out how to place those numbers. So we're going to use the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we're going to place them in our magic square. Now we could just randomly guess numbers and put them in places, but there are probably about 300,000 different combinations, and the chance of getting the one that works is not very good. So the things that we need to know is, the first thing is, what is that sum? So the lowest is 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6. So if I take the 3 lowest numbers, I get 6. The highest is 7 plus 8 plus 9, which is 15, 24. That's the 3 highest numbers. Well, we know neither one of those are going to work, so it's probably going to be someplace in the middle. Well, if we just take the middle numbers, that coincidentally is our square for the magic sum. So 4 plus 5 plus 6 is 15. The other way that we can look at this is if we put all the numbers in here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I don't know what the letters stand for the numbers, but I know they're going to all add up to some sum x. And when I look at the rows, A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G plus H plus I has to equal 3 x's. This is the first x for your A, B, and C. This is the second x for your D, E, and F. And this is the third x for your G, H, and I. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, well, I kind of have it right here. 6 plus 24 plus 15, that's all of those numbers. That adds up to 45. So 45 is equal to 3x. So x is equal to 3 goes into 45 15 times. So that's another way that you can verify that 15 is the sum of the numbers that we need. So now we've accomplished the first part of what we need to know to solve this problem, what our x is. So our sum is 15. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at, well, how many different ways can I get 15? Well, we want to work at this in a systematic way. So I'm going to start with the largest number. So I'm going to start with 9. So once I have 9, I need 6 more. So if I use 9 and 6, then that's not going to work because I need a third number. So I'll use 9 plus 5, and that leaves me with 1. So 9 plus 5 plus 1 will give me 15. So I'll keep using the 9 until I exhaust all the possibilities of using 9. So I have 9 and 5, so I'll go the next one down, which is 9 and 4, which that gives me 13, and then I need 2 more, which that will give me 15. So 9 plus 4 plus 2 also gives me 15. So if I keep doing this process, the next one down is 3, so I need 3 more to get 15, but this one doesn't work because I have 2 3s, and I can't use the same number twice, so I'm going to take that one away. So there are 2 different ways that I can use 9 in my sum. So now I just go down to the next number, 8. 8 plus, I need 7 more. I can't use 7 because that will only be 2 numbers. So 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 1 is 15. Going down the next one, 8 plus 5 plus, that's 13, and I need 2 more, so that's 15. And then 8 plus 4 plus 3 is equal to 15. So there are 3 ways that I could use 8. Now there's 1, 2, 3, the 3 rows, 4, 5, 6, plus the 3 columns, 7, 8, the 2 diagonals. There are 8 different ways, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 8. So let's go down to the next one, 7. So if I do 7 plus 1, that will give me 15, but I can't use the same number twice. So 7 plus 6 is 13 plus 2, that will give me 15. And then 7 plus 5 plus 3, that will give me 15. And then the next one would be 7 plus 4 plus 4, but I can't use the same number twice, so there are 2 ways that I can use 7. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 8th one is the 6 plus 5 plus 4 is equal to 15. So these are the different combinations of numbers that are going to go into the magic square. So we know that 9 is used twice, 8 is used 3 times, 7 is used twice, let's see, 6 is used 1, 2 times, nope, 3, 5 is used 1, 2, 3, 4 times, so I'll write it up here, 2, this is used 3, this is used 2, this is used 3, this is used 4. So then 4 is used 1, 2, 3 times. 3 is used 1, 2 times. 2 is used 1, 2, 3 times. And 1 is used 1, 2 times. Now the reason I want to know that is because this square is used 1, 2, 3 times. So the corner square is used 3 times. And all of the corner squares are used 3 times. So a number that is used 3 times has to go into one of the corner squares. Now the side squares, they're used 1, 2. So each of those are used 2 times. The center is used 1, 2 for the diagonals, 3, 4. So this is used 4 times. So now knowing that, we know what number goes in the middle. Because the middle is used 4 times, and there's only one number that's used 4 times. So when I look at my magic square again, the middle number has to be 5, which is the middle number in the list. So now once I know that, then I look at my 9s are used twice. So the 9 used with the 5, the 9 has to go on a side and the 1 has to go on a side. So there's 9, 5, 1. I've used this combination. So now I have to use the other 9 and put the 4 and 2 on either side. It doesn't really matter which side I put it on because it's kind of like a keychain where it can roll around. But once I pick this number, everything else is decided. So I put the 2 here. So 4 plus 5, there's 4, 5, this has to be 6. 6 and 2, this has to be 7. That's 12, which makes this 3, and that's 7, so I need 8 more, that's 8. And there's my completed magic square, where 4 plus 9 is 13, plus 2, that equals 15. 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 7, that equals 15. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 6, that equals 15. And now adding on the columns, 4 plus 3 plus 8, that's 15. 9 plus 5 plus 1, that's 15. And 2 plus 7 plus 6, that's also 15. Now on the diagonals, 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 6 is equal to 15. And then 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 2, that is equal to 15. So that is my completed magic square. Now, this, like I said, is a keychain. I can rotate this around and it's still the same magic square, or I could flip it over this way and it's still the same magic square. If you think of your keys on a keychain, how you can move them around or flip them around, they stay in the same order, so they're the same sequence of numbers. So this is my completed magic square.